Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's second down. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Gone. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
Malik Harrison on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the 30.
Now gone. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Marlon Mack. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down at 4. On the ground, it's Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's gone. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Steelers 7, Ravens 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's gone. Looking deep for Julio. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike. It's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Steelers 14, Ravens 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally. I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
2nd and 2 at the 41.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joined.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. He completes this one to Mack. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. He's going to fire one deep left side, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Goff again. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
At a little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down.
Patrick on the coverage.
Jackson from the shotgun. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Steeler first down.
Goff on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Goff. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. He did on that play.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
The ball carrier.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown on the Steelers. They broaden their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle here to Brown. 16 yards, a first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens 20. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Goff's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Now a run with Mack. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Malik Harrison. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Another run here with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
And this will be caught at the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff going to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
22.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.